Hi friends, thank you so much for joining with me. I wanted to hop on today to do a get ready with me, but mainly a heart to heart because it's going to be my birthday soon. I'm actually turning 36. First of all, this number is quite scary to myself, and I'd want to come on to do a chit chat with you guys to speak through some of the emotions and feelings that I've been going through recently, just the period before my before my birthday. But starting off, I've been really liking these two concealer slash cushion items from JUNGSAEMMOOL, and I got two shades here, light and fair light. I'll be using the light first. So in terms of my feelings, my birthday is in about 2 days time. It's early October. And I was saying before, I'm turning 36, and usually I've been finding every birthday after the age of 30, I've been really kind of feeling down, dare I say depressed, only because this is the time where I kind of assess myself in terms of my life, my career goals, and where I am, and if this is where I want to be. And I'm usually quite hypercritical of myself. And so usually the feedback I give to myself is not that great. Hence why I say this period I've usually am a little bit down. And for myself, I am kind of my worst enemy when it comes to looking at my own achievements. I can look at everyone else and see all of their positives and all of their shining attributes. But when it comes to myself, it's really hard for me to see them. This cushion is really handy, as you can see. I like to put this around the mouth area when I get darkness. And it completely neutralizes the darkness on my mustache and also on this downward slope of my mouth. And I'm not sure if it is my upbringing, but I've been seeing counseling and I've been watching a lot of kind of self-help counseling videos as well from psychologists, and I believe it's due to my upbringing and coming from an Asian descent where you kind of want to people please all the time, and also having parents that compared you to every other child that it's in their circle. So I'm still kind of carrying that inner child that's really hurt and really scared and self-doubt all the time. And this brings, I'm using Fairlight now, and this brings to the saying that a person will change due to two reasons. One of which is if you've seen enough lessons, or if there's enough influences around you to make the change. And second is if you've been hurt enough. If you've been hurt enough, then you'll be motivated to self-change. And I've kind of hit the edge of the latter. I feel that I've been inflicting a lot of hate, if you will, if you can call it that, or hypercriticism from myself. So it's been turning my emotions and my self-beliefs to be really negative, and I haven't been able to do a lot of things that I want to. And so I'm on that verge of, I had enough of this self-hate, always being like, you haven't done enough, you haven't achieved enough, why aren't you doing this, why haven't you earned that in your lifetime? You know, given the age that you have, given the circumstances that you've been given, why haven't you been able to achieve like so and so? And I know bringing this topic up on on video with you guys is extremely rare slash raw of myself, and it's not the platform to bring it up because you can see a lot of people on YouTube, they just bring the positive side of their life out. And for me, yes, it's nice to see the positives, but in reality, who lives a 100% rainbow life, you know? So I want to open up myself first to express myself, the emotions that I have out verbally, and then secondly is if I'm able to verbally express this out, then it's kind of self-recognition, that saying that yes, I have that problem, and second, yes, I want to make a change. So it's kind of a self-monitoring step as well for me. I want to expose myself, and I want you guys that are watching to keep myself in check, to see that if I am making improvement, because that's one of the purpose of making this video. I don't want myself to be negative anymore. I want to come out of this cycle, which, as I was saying, if you've been hurt enough, you will change. Hence why I want to make a change. I've been spending the last few days trying to be positive, trying to uphold a smile, and trying to think positive. I mean, majorly throughout the year, I've been doing really well. This year in particular, the year that I know I'm turning 36, it's been particularly hard. Hence why I've been seeing my GP a lot more. I've been seeing psychologists as well, and it's been helping a lot. And so for next year, after my birthday, I want to focus on myself. Doing my eyebrows now. I want to focus on myself in terms of being more positive, finding what I like to do, because I found that I actually don't know what I like to do, which is a great shame because everyone needs to have something that they enjoy doing. But because, like I said, of my childhood where I do things to please others and other people's emotions that are really close to me, for example, my parents, if they're happy, then I think that's my form of happiness. Hence why I always do things to make them happy. But deep down inside, I know that it's not the right thing. I'm not a people-pleasing personality. I'm someone that really knows what I want to do. Like I know that I should do what I want to do. But the problem is finding that thing of what actually makes me happy. Just doing really light brow today. And take out the spoolie. I'm actually not doing much. It's a public holiday here in Sydney. So I want to use this upcoming year to explore what I like to do or what makes me happy, and kind of focus on my self-healing. To focus on my self-healing in the sense of, first of all, healing my inner child, and then self-acceptance, because for the longest time I haven't been able to accept who I am or what I achieved, or recognized what I achieve as some form of accomplishment of mine. So I want to work on that. And I guess the first step is actually coming out and recognizing that a lot of my unhappiness and depression is because of me putting myself down and not recognizing the hard work that I've put in my years of life, if you can call it that, and giving myself a pat on the back, saying that you have done a really good job, and to be here where you are today, because I wouldn't be here talking to you guys if it weren't for what I've done previously. And the third fold is being grateful. I mean, coming from counseling, one of the things he asked me to do is every single day is just write on a diary things that I'm grateful for and things that I'm good at. It doesn't necessarily need to mean that you're the best of this activity in the world, which is a measurement that I always had for myself. Is if I'm good at something, it means that I am, in the top percentile for this activity, which it doesn't mean that. It truly doesn't mean that. And this is a point that I need to draw into myself as well. If I'm good at something, it doesn't necessarily mean that I'm in that top percentile of doing something. For example, I'm really a self-vigilant and self-motivated person. If you've been watching me from the very beginning, from about 5 years ago, I've had a huge weight loss and exercise journey to a point that I'm really happy with in terms of my weight and also my physical movements and muscle gain on my body. And because of my career achievements, the place that we're living now, we're able to afford, together with my husband, of course. But if it weren't for going to university, going to the different jobs that I had, jumping up in all the career ladders and finding the field of accounting that I enjoy being, I wouldn't be here today. And of course, gaining CPA, I wouldn't be here today. So these things I have to learn to recognize. I should be celebrating my own successes without kind of viewing other people in the competition. I want to use some of this new Mermaid foundation stick. I say new because technically it's not new, but the shade is new. The shade is called Chiffon. To finish off the look, I'll be using this new lipstick from Mermaid. This is in the shade called Ginger. And as you know, Mermaid has recently started shipping to Australia, hence why I got these 2 items from Mermaid, these 3, including the cheap product. I look a touch shiny, so I want to go in with powder and just take down the shine along the nose area. I feel like the cheeks is a bit naked, so I want to go in with this new blush from Suku. This is part of their new winter collection in the shade 103. And I want to end this heart to heart on a positive note. So I'm going to state 3 things that I'm grateful for. Because when I was going through my psychology sessions, that's one of the things that really helped me, is noting down points that I'm thankful for, that I'm grateful for. First of all, I'm grateful for my body, for myself. I feel like I have more energy. I'm able to achieve more athletically in terms of going to the gym, playing badminton, doing workouts at home. A lot more compared to my teens. When I was in my teens, I was exceptionally lazy. I hated any kind of PE classes. But right now, I really like to, do my own gym sessions at home or going to a physical gym and doing badminton every single week. And I've been keeping up with this routine since I started about, 5 years ago? Second is I'm really grateful for James for having a loving partner. He's exceptionally supportive. And even though I've been going through my depression stages throughout, our 20 years of relationship, and we've gone through counseling, we've gone through rounds of counseling, rounds of psychologists as well. He's always been on my side, and he's always been supportive, and there's nothing that has ever kind of drawn him down, which is something that I'm really, really grateful for, given the personality that I have. And he's always super bright and positive and supportive of me. So second thing that I'm really, really grateful for is James. The third thing is my puppies, my doggies. They always bring so much joy and happiness to my life, even though it's a burden to look after them, because they all have their own little quirks. And Missy's a terror on her own, but I just love them so much. Yang passed away last year, but now that we have Teddy and Missy, and they're actually really good friends. Initially when we got Teddy, we wanted Yang and Teddy to be friends, but Yang was a little princess on her own. So hence why when we got Missy, they getting along really well. But given that Missy's a puppy, sometimes she just wears Teddy down. But really, really grateful that I have two of the most beautiful puppies in the world. That gives me so much joy. So these three things are what I'm really, really grateful for. And I want you guys to state down your grateful things as well down below in the comment section. Let's just share some positivity and gratefulness in this video, because I don't want it to be negative. And going forward, I just want to shake this hyper self-criticism away as well. I want to be a more positive person. I want to attract positive energy to my life as well. And I want you guys to keep me on track. And also, because I'm opening up this heart-to-heart type of video, I've always been afraid to do this. You can see I'm, fidgety and jittery because I'm really, really nervous about vocalizing my emotions. Now that we've opened this new form of topic on my video, heart-to-heart, I want to start doing more of them, because I'm in my 30s. Obviously, I've gone through a lot in my life, and there were a lot of circumstances and situations that I've been through that I felt particularly alone, and topics and discussions that I still feel really lost on. So, for example, I'll give you one that's really beaming in my head for the last couple of years is I'm a female of Asian descent that's in my mid-30s, married, but don't have child. So that's one topic that has been, first of all, as I said, beaming in my mind for the longest time, but it's on the topic of everyone's mouth whenever I meet someone new, whenever I go to family dinners, family friends dinners. The question always comes up, and I receive so much feedback, so much criticism, if you will, and other people trying to tell me how I should live my life. And I'm just thinking, everything else that I've been through, no one has, pointed fingers or tried to help me out. But in this topic, everyone thinks they know the best for me. So that's one topic that, comes into mind. So if you guys are interested, do let me know below, because that's something that I want to visit, that I want to verbalize, and want anyone that's experiencing the same thing out there, that you are not alone. There's people that has gone through or is going through these things, and that we can chat about it. And with that in mind, I'm going to end this video. If you guys have any questions regarding the products I've used today, because I know I didn't go into details, do leave them down below. Thank you guys always so much for watching. Until next time, remember, confidence radiates beauty. Hence, you're beautiful. Bye.